I'm Alan Kenny, and we're at the Hay Adams Hotel in Washington, D.C. for NAREIT's 2017 Washington Leadership Forum. I'm joined by Bill Meaney, President and CEO of Iron Mountain. So, Bill, Iron Mountain has kind of a unique niche here in the REIT sector. So could you tell us a little bit about maybe the company's different lines of businesses?
So, first of all, we've been a company since 1951, and our core customer list, if you will, is 940 of the Fortune 1000, so the largest global companies. And we've been serving most of those customers almost that entire time. So we lose less than 2% of our customers a year. So that means that 940 of our Fortune 1000 customers, or companies, have been our customers on average for 50 years. And when they give us something, we store it on average for 15 years. So customers have been around with us on average for 50 years, and whatever we store for them stays with us for about 15 years. So think of us really to enterprise what the self-storage market is to the consumer, and that's really fundamentally what Iron Mountain's all about.
And we're here in Washington, D.C. for the Washington Leadership Forum. So what are some of the tax issues that are on Iron Mountain's radar right now?
I didn't know there were any tax issues going on. No, but in all seriousness, is that I think at this point is that, like most Americans and most American companies, that, we all, I think, have bought into the fact that we do need some serious tax reform. So we're interested from just a citizen standpoint. But on the other side is we also want to make sure that there aren't unintended consequences for that. So we want to keep track in terms of how the legislation picks up steam and momentum, because the thing that's also different for Iron Mountain versus most REITs, or many REITs, and I'd say actually probably the majority of REITs, is that we're a very international company. And what I mean by that is that we have operations in 46 countries around the world and 88 million square feet that we occupy in terms that's related to our storage. And even just since 2012, when we converted to a REIT, is we've dispersed about $2.5 billion worth of capital, either in cash or in shares, as part of that REIT conversion. $700 million of that has come from our international operations. So think of it this way, is we actually repatriated $700 million worth of cash from our overseas subsidiaries back into the United States that gets paid out to our shareholders, that gets taxed as ordinary or as non-qualified dividends. So we're actually a very large contributor to the tax system of the United States by repatriating foreign cash that comes back into the United States and gets paid out as dividends. So we just want to make sure that on the Hill and in the policy rooms where tax reform is being formed and designed, that they understand that there are companies like ourselves that are committed to bringing capital back to the United States using the REIT structure.
And how about your customers? What are you looking at there?
Well, customers, the big topic on customers, and it's really the foundation of why we have a relationship with 940 of the Fortune 1000s for 50 years, is all about trust and security. And obviously the big topic on that, both on the physical data that we store as well as the electronic data that we store for customers, is the whole thing around privacy, to make sure that we can continue to protect that in the future. And if there is a breach in some way, that it can be tracked down and remedied very, very quickly. So the other area that we talk to on an ongoing basis with the Hill is the whole thing around personal privacy and disclosure requirements.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Bill.
Yeah, thank you.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.